Hey everybody, it's Julian back here again, one part of 2Pixels, back with another quasi-tutorial video about, for WoW, mount farming. Today, we're going to farm for Invincible. As you can see, I haven't gotten it yet, but if you watch the last video about the Uldurar farm, it's pretty much the same thing. So first off, you're going to want to get your, let's call it a drug mule character, because essentially what this character is going to do is mule the rest of your alts to, instead of drugs we're muling, we're going to be muling the progress that this character makes. So we'll use, ideally you want to use a character who's quite weak from one of your alts, because the Arthas fight or the Lich King fight takes a lot of, you actually need some decent DPS to clear it, so you want to pick a person who's not going to be able to kill Arthas. So one of your weaker characters. I have decided on my Destro lock, and you want to go to Ice Crown right here. The mount itself drops off of 25 men heroic, but like the Uldurar video, we're going to use we're going to go for speed and just farm on 10 man. So change your raid difficulty to 10 man normal and head over to the instance. I'll go through most of the boss fights, but like a few patches ago, it made it, you were able to run past that specific heal boss, because back then you wouldn't be able to get past it, but now you can just run around the encounter. I'll show you that in the video. Other than that, most of the boss fights are pretty standard and rather easy. Shouldn't run into too much problem as long as you take a max level character, level 100. So I think the mount drop rate is about 1% for Invincible. We might get lucky though. So just glitter mobs all the way to the first one, which is Marogar. Alright, nothing special about this boss fight, just literally burst him down. On to the next fight. Okay, this one's the same thing, just burst her down. She will generate a shield, but you'll just have to DPS through it, so not too different from the rest of the boss fights you'll encounter here. Looter, and then an elevator will come down, and you'll be able to see the next boss fight, which is the dropship fight. So when you get to the top floor, you can mount up and just run past these mobs. You don't need to fight anyone here. Alright, the gunship battle. Pretty straightforward. You man one of these cannons and shoot at the aligned ship. There's a trick though that I like to do. I like to charge up the gun by pressing this key, because it does things. And then you have a heat meter, which means if you overheat you won't be able to fire. I'll show you. See, you get overheated. So what I like to do is get close to as high as possible, 100, and then this is amplified by how much heat you have, so we're trying to get to fire away. Let's build it up again. You should be able to get 2 shots in, and that's sufficient. Yeah. As you can tell, it's already dead. And just kill everything that comes out of here, and then you should be good. The chest spawns to the right here. And the next fight, Starfang's son. There is a long sequence of roleplay, so if you don't want to listen to it, you could always tab out. You can see it's about 1.5 minutes, so. And then once you kill him, you can't loot his body. The loot is actually here to the right. And then on to the next one, we'll actually be inside the Citadel now. Next 2 bosses are Festergut and Rotface. Burn them down as fast as you can. That's it. Okay, and when you leave, don't forget to hit this nozzle here. That's the only way to get to the next boss. Okay, the Rotface fight is exactly the same. And again, there is a nozzle here that you need to turn. Make sure you do that before you leave. Then on to the next boss. There's gonna be locusts that swarm you, or insects. You'll just have to clear the waves until this gate opens up. Now this boss is a bit trickier. There are two phases. So one phase he'll, if you DPS fast enough, you'll skip the second phase, but if you don't, you'll get stunned and then he'll transform. But you'll just continue DPSing after the stun wears off. So what we want to do is kill him before he even gets to that phase though. So we did get stunned. However, it should wear off after a few seconds, so I'll just wait for that. There you go. And just loot the body. Whatever you do, do not click this drink me thing. It'll transform you and you won't be able to do anything about that for a bit. So, kill the next boss. Alright, so if you look at the layout of the map here, we came through this entrance and then we're clearing here. We're going to clear next is the Vampire Queen. And then this is the heal boss that before the patch you could not get around. All you want to do is target one of the princes. I usually just target Valinar and just burst him down. That's it. It's pretty easy. Okay, now this boss is easy as well. I should let you know that she does bite you. However, since you'll be killing her so fast, it's not really a problem. But if you're doing this on the 25-man heroic, it might be a bit trickier. So she does bite you and you have a certain amount of time to transfer the bite. If you don't, you turn automatically into one of her servants, and that's pretty much GG. So just keep that in mind if you are farming this on 25-man heroic. Otherwise, just burst her down like normal. Okay, nothing great. And then when you walk, the chandelier should drop here, creating an exit for you. Then on to the next boss here, which is the heal boss. So here is a mini gauntlet. You'll want to clear all of these guys. Otherwise, this team here can actually die and not make it, and then you'll just have to reset the gauntlet again, which is kind of a nuisance, but... Okay, so now this is the heal boss that back in the day you wouldn't be able to get around, because this encounter required that it be complete before the door opens to Sindragosa's lair. So now, with the patches and everything, you can simply skip this boss, which makes farming for Shadowmourns very easy, as you don't need to kill her, you just need to get to Arthas, and actually farming for an amount rather easy. So what you want to do is just run around her. It's that simple. So you want to catch the lift here. Are you thinking what I'm thinking? So this is the actual gauntlet now. So there will be spiders and minions that come out from all these areas, and then you just want to kill them as they arrive. So it's open now, so we'll just run across. Nothing special about her, just kill her. And that's about it. Alright, so once you do that, you'll want to leave. The exit is up here to the right of the stairs. We're going to take it to the upper spire. And this is how you know you'll be able to fight Arthas. So, if you look around, there are pipes here that used to have glowing souls pass through it. If it's empty here, if all three are empty, that means Arthas' throne awaits and you'll be able to farm him. So what I'm going to do here is his portal is just right in the middle. Once you walk through, it ports you up there. You'll see, if you play Hearthstone, you'll see put your faith in the light. Blah, 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 blah. Waiting for you. There it is. So we're not going to start the encounter. We are going to log out and we'll continue the process. Which is to, let's go over the steps again. So first step is to get a drug mule character. We're going to use the term save mule because that sounds kind of bad. So get your save mule character, take him to ICC, Ice Crown Citadel, which is just over here. Start it on 10-man normal. Complete all the bosses like I showed you. Get to Arthas' throne, and then we're going to log out. We are going to log out into our alt characters that we want to run Arthas on. Alright, once you get on your alt character, you'll want to do the same process as we did for Old War, where your alt creates a group and has your save mule join it. So we're going to choose Raid Legacy, an obscure one like Ruby Sanctum, so no one joins, and hit list group. And we're going to turn on auto accept and have our mule join it. Okay, so we log out. So we're going to look for that group to join and join it. Should be the first one here. Accept, and now we're gonna log out. Log back in into our alt, and this should be it. Okay, so we're going to take off auto accept. So the whole reason we have we did the switcheroo here is that now the save mule and all his progress will transfer over to me. So the important thing, this is the important step. So what you want to do here is change your raid difficulty to 25 man. And make sure it's normal. Okay, like I said, the Lich King mount drops on 25 man heroic, but you need to enter the dungeon first, the raid first, and then change it to heroic. That is the important thing. So as you see, we have the prompt, which means we do have Lich King available to kill on 25 man. Now what we're going to do here is change the raid difficulty to heroic. And as you can see, it worked. So we want to accept the lockout and boot this character. So now we have Arthas just to kill without having to do all the heavy lifting. So I'll actually go through the fight as well. One on a melee character and one on a ranged character, just to see how the fight differs, because it is a bit tricky at first until you start farming it consistently. Then you can get the general flow of the fight and know what happens in between. For melee characters, there are just really two things you have to watch for. Two phases. The first phase is the shadow trap. He summons it. It's a very long cast time, so you can't miss it. And then the second one are the glowing orbs that he produces. And those are the two reasons that hamper us, because those are the two things that knock you off the platform in this encounter. So we'll just wait until he starts to fight. I usually just fight with my back against the wall, just in case if I'm not paying attention to when he summons the shadow trap and I get knocked back. Other than that, I am a combat rogue, so I do have Blade Fury up most of the second phase, just so all the orbs get attacked. Okay. I do have timer here, so I can see. If you're wondering which mod I use or add-on, I use Deadly Boss mods for this, so that I can keep track of when the summons and the stuff starts happening. So I usually save my burst for when he starts throwing away to get to the second phase.
2, 1.
Beware.
See, as you can see, Shadow Trap is the one you want to look for. So you want him to summon it here, so it doesn't affect you. Okay. Okay, so this is the part where I usually try to burst him down. If you keep an eye out, you'll see orbs that drop down. I don't know if I may have killed him too fast. Okay, yep, so I did kill him too fast, unfortunately. When you hit Fury of Frostmourne, that phase of the stage, you can't die. So all you need to do here is sit back and watch the roleplay, and that's about it. So once Tyrion breaks Frostmourne, he's free to kill. Just keep attacking him. Yeah. Okay. And hopefully, with RNG on your side, you would get the mounted drop. Sword. Nope, did not drop for me. Okay, so you're free to do whatever you want with this character now. The lockout persists for a week and you can go back whenever you want. So I'm just going to hearth back, and then I will hop onto my range character and show you that fight from that perspective. Okay guys, I'm back again on another ult with my range character now. We're gonna go over the same process, just so it's not that foreign to you when you start doing it yourselves. So we're gonna create a group again, YYZ, list it, turn on auto accept, hop onto my mule character, join with our save mule, find the group, first one there, accept it, and log out again. Log on to the other group. Okay, now we're gonna turn off auto accept. Make sure the raid difficulty is on 25 men normal. We're gonna join the we're gonna enter the raid, and then that is when we change the difficulty, when we're in a raid. Do not accept the lockout. Do not. So we're gonna change the difficulty to heroic. Now is when we can accept the lockout. Make sure it says heroic, and make sure it says Lich King available. So accept it, boot the save mule character, and that's it. We'll proceed to killing Arthas again. Hopefully I'll get a chance to show you the orbs that I'm talking about from the second phase. So I am on my Frost Mage, who looks like a warlock, oddly enough. Put my back against the wall and proceed to punch him in his face. For my mage in most of my fights, I usually just spend all the burst I have at the beginning. My rogue's the only difference, because the second phase I really want him not to have those orbs, because it's a pain in the butt to deal with. From range, at least you can see them coming from a mile away.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Beware.
So Shadow Trap is in 5 seconds, but we already pushed him to the next phase, so we don't have to worry about that. I'm actually gonna cool down my DPS, just so we can get one of those orbs to come out. Okay, so we'll wait. There's the orb. This is the orb you need to kill ASAP. If you don't, it will knock you off the platform. You can leave the Raging Spirits on you. I mean, they won't do any damage. The ice spheres are what you need to kill. That is what you need to kill. Those are what you need to kill. Okay. See? These things right here. Definitely kill that. And once that's done, we have another 2-minute roleplay to go through. So that's pretty much the encounter. It's pretty easy. You just have to be mindful of those ice spheres. I know it's hard to see, especially with Frostmourne going crazy like this. Alright, kill it. Alright, and hopefully RNG's on our side. Good luck. Ooh, Antonitis Staff, which looks pretty sick. I think I'll grab one of those. This is a cool axe. Ah, no Invincible. Alright, so that concludes our second tutorial about farming mounts in WoW. If you have any questions, just leave a comment in this section below, and if you guys want us to show any more tutorials, just leave that there as well. Right, we'll catch you later. Peace!